Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ben here at the PPA World Championships, and you guys sent me a number of questions on Instagram, so I am here today to answer all your questions. I think mental stuff is definitely personal for each person. It can vary a little bit. For me, I think I've always kind of naturally been that way, and it's also a combination of that with playing a lot of sports previously when I was younger. And being experienced in pickleball, I think, helps with that a lot. And just knowing that kind of being calm is what helps me play my best. So, kind of whatever mental state you think you perform best in, you should definitely be trying to do that really at all times. I think I certainly do still love pickleball. It's changed over time in what that sport is to me. Just because I do it now professionally, whereas when I started, I was doing it all for fun. So I think there's a lot of satisfaction in doing something professionally and full time, and training for it. So I do still love the game. It's just it's definitely changed over time in how I view the sport and how I love it. I have been playing pickleball now for over 8 years. I started in March of 2016, so I guess it's 8.5 years now. I'd say I'm not like superstitious. I don't have like a lot of things where I like have to do it. My general rule though is just to be prepared. Have your clothes for the day set up, your paddles ready to go, your bags, your shoes, ankle brace, socks, whatever it is. And then, of course, preparation once you get there, a thorough warm-up, both physical and on the court. So as long as you feel prepared by the time you're ready to compete, then that's my best ritual, basically. I'd say part of maintaining a good mindset is knowing that you're not going to be perfect at all times, and you're not going to be perfect mentally at all times, but trying to keep in mind that the better you are mentally with yourself, the more successful you're going to be, and that's really the ultimate goal when you're competing. So try to bear in mind what your goal is, and if you want to accomplish that goal, you're probably going to try to do what's best for that goal. So that's probably how you maintain the best mental state you can. I would say the first thing you're going to need to do is definitely have a consistent and solid drilling partner, somebody that kind of, either wants the same goal as you or is trying to do the same thing as you so that you guys can get better together. That would be ideal. And of course, you are going to also want a play group as well. You don't want to just do only drilling or only playing. You want a combination of both. So a good play group where players are as good as you or even better, ideally, which I know is hard to find for some people. But that plus a good drilling partner, and then a good idea of what you need to practice and what you need to get better at is great. And just doing that consistently is the best thing that you can do. So becoming pro by yourself, I think, is definitely difficult. It's not impossible by any means. You can just go play tournaments and you can get a lot of experience and get better that way. I think it would definitely be beneficial for you, though, to have somebody that you can practice with. It's helping you out. Good play group, whatever you can do. Like, help is not a bad thing, right? The more help you can get, the better. But that's not to say you can't do it by yourself, and I definitely admire independence. So if you are trying to do it by yourself, just go play a ton of tournaments, and you're going to get experience that way, and you're going to get better at winning. The backhand roll, some tips are get low and stay low. Try not to break your wrist. You don't want to be doing a windshield wiper motion. It's really just turn the paddle face down and swing upwards. You really want to think of that kind of straight upward motion with the closed paddle face as generating topspin. And I know it's a struggle sometimes to not flip your wrist or roll your wrist over, but that's more of a flick than it is a roll. So as far as hitting a backhand roll goes, you do need to stay low, swing upwards, and keep the paddle face closed. Paddle sports I played before pickleball. I played tennis and table tennis primarily. A lot of tennis with my brother, and a lot of table tennis in varying ways. So my background is those two, and I think pickleball is kind of right in the middle of those two. Probably when I'm home around 5 a week. I'm typically going 2 days on, 1 day off. Usually a drilling session is like 2.5 to 3 hours. So 2 of those days, and then typically 1 off day. Sometimes I do a little more, sometimes I do a little less. But yeah, that's typical. I'm usually pretty calm. I don't really struggle with that. I'd say mentally it can be a struggle almost because you're calm. You don't always have full energy, or you're not fully into matches sometimes. So I'd say my biggest struggle mentally is fully engaging in matches, which isn't to say I'm not usually like that. Most of the time I am, but there will be times where you're just physically or mentally tired, and it's hard to overcome that completely. That's always the goal. Fortnite, the one video game that I play. My favorite thing about Fortnite is the game mode they added called Reload. I think Reload is the best thing they've ever done, and that's typically what I play. And just to humble brag on myself, last season I actually hit Unreal Rank for the first time, so that was pretty cool. I have thought about doing that just because I really enjoy playing Lefty. I think, it would take the right tournament. I typically, of course, at any PPA event, I'm there to win and, of course, play righty. But I feel like if I had the right maybe local tournament that was still like 4-5, 5-0, something like that, and I had a partner that wanted to play Lefty with me, I think that would be really fun. So maybe I'd play with Colin, we'd both go Lefty. Or there's a couple other players I play Lefty with at a time that would be fun to do, I think. I do actually use the Gen 3 S Perseus paddle. I started using that for doubles and mixed doubles as of, I want to say, Bristol, Tennessee was the first time I used it, which was in August. It was in August. And I'm still using my old paddle for singles. The Gen 2 Perseus for singles, I will actually do a more longer form video to tell you guys exactly how I set that one up. It's a little bit of a different lead scheme than the doubles paddle, and it's a little different than what I had done with that paddle in the past. So I have changed a little bit, both in terms of the grip shape, lead, and all that. So it's a little hard to describe with words, but I'll do a longer form video. All right, guys, thank you so much for submitting some questions to me. Glad I could answer them for you here at the World Championships in Dallas. If you guys have any more questions, or if you want to ask me for some more longer form videos based on the answers I gave you, then please leave a comment below, and thanks again.